really. We'll just wait for a few more minutes. Some
Yes,
more
sir.
people might be joining.
Hmm. Today some new people came.
Yeah.
New.
Okay. We'll wait for one more minute. For the new people, I would say on YouTube, there is a playlist, Math Olympiad 2025 live course playlist. So far we have done 8 classes roughly, and in these classes we have covered most of trigonometry. What you need to do is go through the playlist. The assignments are shared in the WhatsApp group. Try the assignments, go through the playlist. The solutions will be there. All the people's doubts will be there. So we have discussed most of it. Some of the stuff we'll do today. Also, the reference book is SL Loney Trigonometry. You might have heard
Yes,
of
sir.
this book.
Yes, sir.
So all the new people, Gitesh, Saurav, I hope you can understand what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
So the reference book is this. Mostly the basic theory you have to cover initial chapters, but the main chapters here are chapter 9, chapter 12, and chapter 15. If you watch the old videos that we have done in class on YouTube, then you'll get a sense of how to study or what to do from SLONI, how to prepare and all. So I've discussed all that before. It's your job to go through it. Okay. Right now, we are currently doing some assignments that I had shared. Those assignments are also available on the group. If you don't have them, ask and people will reshare it. And those assignments are the ones that we are discussing right now. Okay. And we'll be doing one or two more classes for trigonometry, and then we'll be starting with the pure geometry part. So the sequence for us would be geometry, possibly number theory after that, then algebra, and then combinatorics. This is the sequence in which we are preparing for our target finally is getting through RMO and doing well in INMO. Is everyone understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what I expect from you guys is to attend the classes, do your homework, and I will make sure that your preparation is good. So you just have to follow instructions and do what I'm asking you. It should be fine. And all the details will be there on the group. If you have any doubts, you can ask on the group. Okay. Okay. With that, we will begin. Uh, so Aniket and Anant, what is the progress?
Sir,
Hmm.
sir, actually, I have solved like the last questions of the sheet 6, not the
Mhm.
starting ones. Like
Like which
101,
ones have you done?
102, 99, 88, 101, 102, 103, and 98 and 88 also.
Okay.
Like the geometry one, because I was facing issue in trigonometry, the starting one.
And what about Anant?
Sir, I did 86, 88,
Hmm.
and 91, and 98.
Okay. After that, you were not able to do, or you didn't try so much.
So I was not able to do sir, the before one.
But the questions are till 107, so you haven't tried the rest.
Sir, I have tried the rest. Like
No,
I have
not
tried one
not
of
till.
the.
I have not tried till the end.
Okay. So what is the first one that is a doubt that has not been discussed? First doubt is where? Question number 80.
No, 87.
No, उसके पहले भी डाउट्स है ना, तुम 87 क्या बोल रहे हो?
ये
81, 82,
82 हो गया
83,
था.
81, 82, 83, 84 सब हो गया.
सर 80 हो गया, 81.
81 भी हो.
हम्म.
82.
82 नहीं हुआ सर,
हाँ.
मेरा नहीं हुआ.
Okay. So 82 is
AC
Basically,
minus BD.
question number
I
82,
I did with vectors. वो भी
find the
गलत आ रहा था.
area of a rhombus. Area of a rhombus ABCD, where AC minus BT is given, is equal to root 2 plus 1 times root 3 plus 1, and 11 times angle A is equal to angle B, right? So this is a weird rhombus, something like this. One angle will be very big, one angle is much smaller, right? So this small angle will be angle A, then this is
Yes,
A,
sir.
B, C, D. And they have given us the difference of the diagonals. AC minus BD they have given. And since it is a rhombus, all the sides are same. Correct? And
Yes, sir.
11 times angle A is equal to angle B. That is also given to us, right? Now, since it is a rhombus is also a parallelogram. So you can find angles easily, right?
Yes, sir.
Basically, because it's a parallelogram, you can say that this plus this should be 180, right?
Yes, sir.
11
12x.
times angle A plus angle A is 180. So therefore, angle A is
180
15
by 12.
degrees.
Yes, sir.
Angle A is 15, angle B is 165.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Now, okay, so we have difference of the sides is difference of the diagonals has been given. Now we have to think about how to find area of the rhombus. Okay, fine.
Sir,
So,
we just only need height and side here.
right. So, what is, if we call this intersection point as E, what is angle EAB?
EAB 15 by 2.
So this angle will be equal to 15 by 2 degrees, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Um, okay,
So
so if I take cot of that, and we know diagonals of a rhombus intersect at 90,
intersect at
right?
90 degree. Yes, sir.
So this is 90, 90 and all. So if I take cot or tan of this, I will get the ratio of BE and
This
AE.
AE. Yes, sir.
So we can say BE by AE is equal to tan of 15 by 2 degrees.
Yes, sir.
So from here we can say AE is equal to BE cot 15 by 2 degrees.
Yes, sir.
Now we need to basically figure out, we have AC minus BD is given. So diagonals will bisect each other since
हाँ
it's
तो
a
वही
parallelogram.
हाँ तो 2DE
हाँ.
cot 15 degree by 2 degree
So
हो
this
जाएगा
is
AC.
basically, this is what? This is 2 times
2
AE
AE. Yes, sir.
minus 2 times BE, right?
Yes, sir.
So we can relate it now to this, right?
Yes, sir.
So first of all, what we will say is cot of any angle theta by 2 can be written as cos theta by 2 by sin theta by 2, which can be written as, if you multiply up and down by cos square, 2 cos square theta by 2. I am multiplying up and down by 2 cos theta by 2. So I am getting this. This is correct. And then we can rewrite it as cot theta by 2 is becoming, using the double angle formula, top part is 1 plus cos
1
theta
plus cos theta. Yes.
and denominator is sin theta.
Hmm.
So basically cot 15 by 2 for us will be what? 1 plus cos 15 by sin 15, right?
Yes,
Is
sir.
that clear?
Yes.
So therefore, we can find cot 15 by 2 by this, because we can easily find cos 15 and sin 15.
Yes,
Everyone
sir.
should know how to find cos 15 and sin 15. So you'll do cos of 45 minus 30 and all, right?
45 minus 30. Yes, sir.
So after finding cos 15 and sin 15, using that we can find cot 15 by 2 degrees. And I'm not going to show you the calculations. The answer should come like this.
And then we can relate B to the other diagonal. Yes, sir. Then it would be one equation, one
This
variable
is the
equation.
answer that will come after calculating it, okay?
Okay, sir.
So now we can say that AE minus BE twice of
Twice of A minus B.
is equal to this thing. So root 2 plus 1 and root 3 plus 1. So half of that is basically AE minus BE. And AE now we'll write as this thing times BE, right?
Yes, sir.
So this thing times BE minus BE will give us 1 plus root 2
1
plus
plus root
root 3 plus root 6 BE, right?
2 BE. Yes, sir.
Is equal to this side is half of this thing. You can see that it is 1 plus root 2 plus root 3 plus root 6 by 2,
Okay.
right?
Yes,
So you're canceling this whole thing and you're getting BE is half.
sir. Half. Yes, sir.
So if BE is obtained, then AE is also coming now.
Yes, sir.
And if AE and BE are coming, then we can just find the area of this triangle, right?
Yes, sir.
Similar ही होगा यहाँ पे भी area,
And then we can multiply it by 2.
right? So
Hmm.
area of this triangle is easily obtained, and then
Yes,
there
sir.
will be 4 such areas, right?
Sir.
So the question is about basically figuring it out that this is 90 degree and we need to find this difference, and this is 2 times AE minus BE. Those are the important things. And the other part
Yes,
is figuring out how to get cot theta by 2, right?
yes, sir.
Cot 15 by 2, probably there are other ways to do it also. You can get it somehow, right? There are other formulas also, like for example, tan theta by 2, you can try to relate it to tan theta, right? Is everyone understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You can do 2 tan theta by 2 by 1 minus tan square theta by 2 is equal to tan theta, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
So from here, you can get tan 15 by 2 because it will become a quadratic in tan 15 by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Because you know the value of tan 15, same logic, tan 45 minus 30. So
Yes,
there
sir.
are other ways to find it also, but you need to find this angle tan or cot, because without that you cannot do anything. Okay, so that is question 82. Then which one? Tell me.
Sir, what is the answer of 101 and 102?
So we'll come to 101, 102 in a way.
No, sir, answer only. Okay, sir.
We'll discuss it later. First, so tell me about the others. 83.
83. No, sir, 80, no, not 83.
Yeah.
Somebody has done it or not done it?
No.
Okay. Have you understood the question? So, in a triangle ABC, you have been given capital R is equal to 4 small r. Basically, circumradius is 4 times in radius. We have to prove that angle A minus angle B is equal to 90 degree if and only if A minus B is equal to root over C square minus AB by 2, right? Okay. So, right. We will first try to assume this, and from there try to prove that angle A minus angle B is 90.
Yes, sir.
You also have to do the reverse, but once we know one side, it should be easy to get the other side, right?
Hmm.
So let's assume this relation and think about here what we can do. Obviously, right now the relation is in a very bad way. Like we don't want this square root and all. So
Hmm.
obvious thing to try
Square.
here is to square it.
Yes, sir.
It will become this, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, again, here, as soon as you see this, what should come to your mind? Anyone who has done a little bit
Like
of
A minus.
properties of triangles, if you have done a little bit, you should realize which rule should come as obvious rule here to apply.
Cosine rule.
Yes, cosine rule is the right answer. Because
Yes.
anytime you do cos c, you get a square plus b square minus c square by 2ab,
By
right?
2ab. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So here you are easily getting a square plus b square minus c square is equal to 3ab by 2, right?
Hmm.
So we will just replace this part as 2ab cos c.
Hmm.
You are getting this cancellation, you are getting cos c is 3 by 4, right?
Yes, sir.
So this part of it should have been obvious to everyone. Did anyone get this much at least? अनिकेत या आनंद दोनों में से कोई?
Okay.
So that means you have not tried only. Do you understand that this is not very hard?
Yes, sir.
ये स्क्वायर करना था, ये तो ऑब्वियस आइडिया है ना.
Yes, sir.
और स्क्वायर करने के बाद it should be obvious that you have to use cosine rule. It's not a big leap of imagination. When you should have gotten till here, and after that sine c by, if you go get cos c, you can find out what is sine c by 2, cos c by 2, all of it.
Hmm.
Because cos c can be written as 1 minus 2 sine square c by
Sine
2,
square
right?
c by 2. Yes, sir.
So that is be equal to 3 by 4. So 2 sine square c by 2 is equal to 1 by 4. So sine square c by 2 is 1 by 8 and sine c by 2 is 1 by 2 root 2.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, once we know this and we know this, we also have to take advantage of this condition that was given in the problem, right?
Sir, like r is equals to 4r sine a by 2. Yeah.
So we'll say small r, which is in radius, is 4 capital R sine A by 2,
Sine a by 2.
sine
Cos
B by
b by
2,
2. Sine
sine C
c
by
by
2.
2. Yes, sir.
So from here, R gets cancelled directly. You get 1 by 16 is equal to sine A by 2 value we don't know. Sine A by 2, sine B
Sine
by 2 we don't know. But sine
sine
C
c
by
by
2
2.
we know.
Yes, sir.
So 1 by 2 root 2, we are getting sine A by 2, sine B by 2, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We are getting 8 here, root 2 goes on top. So this is becoming 1 by 4 root 2. 1 by 4 root 2 is equal to product of these two.
Yes, sir.
Is that clear so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so far we have found out sine A by 2, sine B by 2, right?
Hmm.
Is equal to 1 by 4 root 2. Now, if you
Now
think
we can,
about it,
so
this
we
can
can
be,
do, uh, so we can do it like sine a by 2, sine b by 2. We can do it like multiply and divide by 2, and we can do cos a minus b minus cos a plus b.
right. So that is what you should do. So
Hmm.
multiply by 2 is going to 1 by 2 root 2
Hmm.
is equal to twice of this. So that will be cos
Cos
of
a by 2 minus b by 2
A minus B by 2 minus cos of A
minus
plus B
cos
by
of a
2.
plus b by 2, और फिर वो sin c by 2 हो जाएगा.
So that we already know this part. This is minus sine C by
Minus,
2.
yes sir. तो यहाँ
So
पे
it
1 by
is,
root 2. And sin c by 2 की वैल्यू पता है सर हमें.
so this is becoming
वो
1 by root 2, right?
या so 2 by 2 root 2 हो गया तो 1 by root 2.
And that means a minus b by 2 is
2 is pi by 4. 2 and pi plus minus pi by 4.
in a triangle. We don't need to do general
Yes,
solution.
sir. Yeah. Principal solution. Yes, sir. Pi by
We
4.
are getting the proof.
Yes, sir.
So this was not a very difficult question. You have to start from here and slowly figure out what you need. And you have to use this result.
Hmm. Yes, sir.
This is not very difficult. You should have been able to do it if you had really tried. These types of questions you have not been able to do because you have not tried enough. The ones that are difficult one is 84.
84.
84 is not easy. But 84 you might not have tried only.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm not telling you 84 right now. After 84, tell me. 84 is a little tricky, which I will discuss at the end once we have tried it also once more.
Okay, sir.
After 84, tell me which ones are doubts.
Sir, can you do 91?
What happened to 85 to 90?
अच्छा, so
All
it
of
is
it
sheet
is
ulte.
solved.
No, sir. Sheet ulti है यहाँ पे. Sir, 86 done.
85.
88.
Anant, what happened to you? You are not saying anything.
Sir, what is GP, sir? 89 में है ना?
Geometric progression, ये नहीं पता है.
No, sir.
Everyone else, do you know what a GP is?
Yeah.
When there are terms in a sequence where the terms are like this, every term is a product of the previous term and a common ratio. Okay, if you don't know GP, you can ignore that question, but you will learn
Okay, sir.
about it soon in algebra. It's a very standard thing. In 11th grade, first or second chapter only it is.
Okay, sir.
So ignore that particular question. But what about 85, 86, 87, all of these?
86 was done. 87 was not done.
88 was done.
And
85,
88 was done.
what about 85?
No.
Not right, sir.
Okay, we'll start with 85. We can't skip any question. Every question is supposed to teach us something. Don't just skip questions when you feel like it, right?
Sure,
मतलब
sir.
if the question is not done, then you have to say it is not done. Do you understand, everyone?
Yes, sir.
What is the point of hiding it? छुपा के क्या मिल रहा है?
No, actually, तो मतलब शीट 5 लास्ट के 2-3 क्वेश्चंस ट्राई करना ध्यान नहीं रहा, मतलब वो उसके 81 तक हुआ, फिर शीट 6 पे शिफ्ट हो गया, तो ट्राई नहीं किया था वो.
Oh, but every question has been given with some point, so you need to try it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
This is the situation. Triangle ABCD has sides A, B, and C. And if a square plus b square plus c square whole square is equal to 4a square b square plus b square c square plus 4c square a square, we have to find all possible values of angle A.
Sir, how can you approach these type of questions?
Using our knowledge of properties of triangles. How can you approach? बहुत easy है actually. तुमको देखने में लग रहा है difficult. It looks annoying. It's not really. It's actually a very easy question. Everyone think about it for 2-3 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Even those who have not seen it before, if you're seeing it for the first time today, you can still think about it right now. Try it out. Everyone has 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Think about it. First step is obviously simplifying this expression.
Yes, sir.
A power 4 plus B power 4 plus C power 4 and bring everything to one side. You'll get minus 2 A square B square plus 2, so plus B square C square plus 2, so minus 2 C square A square, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the expression that we are getting. What can we do with this expression? Or what is this expression missing? And if it was there, it would have been a nice thing.
Plus B square C square.
Yes. It takes 10 seconds to realize that if it had a 2b square c square, would it have been nice?
Yes, sir.
So should we add that?
Yes, sir.
What is the nice thing about this?
So now we can make it A plus B plus C like a whole square. So it would be A, it would be minus A.
It would be this.
Yes, sir. Minus A the whole square. Equals to B square.
What should this remind us of? This expression especially.
Cosine rule.
The cosine rule. So it would be angle of A cos 2BC cos A.
तो ये क्वेश्चन डिफिकल्ट कैसे हो रहा है? Do you realize that it's so easy?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Cos
एक्चुअली
square.
मैंने वो RHS में मतलब वो बी स्क्वायर सी स्क्वायर का कोएफिशिएंट मतलब उसको भी 4 लिख लिया था, तो उस वजह से कुछ दिख नहीं रहा।
If you make silly mistakes or if you don't think a little bit here, the only thing to think was to, can we make it something nice? The only thing you can do is add a b square c square. There's nothing else.
Yes.
And as soon as you do that, the question is over because you can use cosine rule and do it now, right?
Yes, sir.
So possible values of angle A are obvious from here. You can get cos A as plus half or minus half. And therefore angle A could be 60 or 120 degree because it's an angle of a triangle. There are no other possible values.
Yes, sir.
The question is actually super easy. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next question is 86 or 87.
87.
No, 86. Somebody is saying they have done it. What have you done?
Yes, sir.
1 second, let me write the question. Alpha,
Yeah.
beta, gamma are angles of a triangle. Prove that 1 by 5 minus 4 cos alpha plus 1 by 5 minus 4 cos beta plus 1 by 5 minus 4 cos gamma is greater than equal to 1. So what have you done?
सर मैंने मतलब पहले ये 5 माइनस 4 कॉस अल्फा 5 माइनस 4 कॉस बीटा इसको x1 x2 और x3 ले लिया। फिर उसके बाद ये इसमें AMHM इनइक्वालिटी का यूज किया, तो वहां से लिख सकते हैं 9 अपॉन x1 प्लस नहीं पहले तो मतलब x1 x2 प्लस x3 अपॉन 3 ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू।
1 second. If you are using HM and all, you will have to say 3 by this.
हाँ वो RHS में, हाँ ये तो RHS में जाएगा।
This is greater than what? No, this is AMGM
AM is greater.
So what is this side you are putting?
x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3.
You are taking HM of x1, x2, x3.
AM HM inequality.
Right. So okay, so x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 is greater than this. Okay, then what?
यहाँ से 1 upon x1 प्लस नहीं, यहाँ से ये 1 upon x1 1 upon x2 plus 1 upon x3 will be greater than equal to 9 upon x1 plus x2 upon x3 आ जाएगा.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
uh,
x1 plus
तो
x2 plus x3 is 15 minus 12 something.
हाँ, वहां से हमारे पास रहेगा कि एक्स हमको प्रूफ करना रहेगा 9 अपॉन x1 x2 प्लस x3 विल बी ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 1. तो वहां से आ जाएगा x1 प्लस x2 विल बी लेस देन इक्वल टू 9.
We need to show this
Yes,
because ultimately we have to show this.
yes,
So from here we need to show that x1 plus x2 plus x3.
less than equal to 9.
Okay. And
तो
that is
उसके बाद
basically 15 minus 4.
15 minus 4 cos alpha, cos
Cos
beta
beta per gamma.
and cos gamma.
We have to show that this is less than equal to 9. So
Yeah,
basically we have to show that 9 can be taken here 6, 3 by 2.
Hmm.
Cos alpha plus cos beta plus cos gamma is greater than 3 by 2.
Hmm.
Right?
hmm.
So now what? ये यहाँ पे तुमने assume
Greater
कर
than
लिया
or
था.
less than? Greater than or less than?
Greater than, it will go on the other side, right?
Equality will be flipped.
No, this part goes here. So it is bigger than 3 by 2. No, 9 goes that side,
Oh.
Oh, okay, okay.
right?
Yes, sir.
This is what you have to show, but you have not shown
Uh,
this, kya?
then I showed the equality part, but not the great. I was not able to do the greater,
So
that it is greater than, like, if we'll take the equilateral triangle case, then we will have the equality case, but not the greater one.
Right. So it is not complete then. You have missed out on this last step.
Yeah.
1 second.
So can we do without this AMHM?
We can. By the way, if you have to prove this, what you should use is alpha, beta, gamma are angles of a triangle, and you have to show
Yes.
this.
So eventually it will.
So here I have done this before on my channel. You should check out Jensen's inequality. Jensen's inequality. There is a nice
Yeah, I've
discussion.
heard about it. It is related to that something concave and convex
So
function.
cos x function is concave. Double derivative is minus sin x minus cos x. So it is negative. So it is concave down. So cos x function is concave down. ये अगर अभी नहीं पता है तो you need to go to the channel, search for Jensen's inequality. Okay. This
Yes, sir.
is a difficult proof without Jensen's inequality because it is annoying to prove this. It is difficult to prove. You can show equality. Equality anybody can get. Proving it is inequality is the tough part. If you don't use Jensen's, it might be annoying to do. But you should definitely take this opportunity and try to find out about Jensen's inequality. I have a long video explaining everything. So go through
Yeah.
that. Okay.
So, sir, has question number 91 is also done by this Jensen only?
No. Question 91. No, that is not about Jensen because that is an inequality between two different trigonometric ratios. No,
Why it was also simplify करना था ना?
we'll come to 91.
Okay,
Right
sir.
now, just focus on this. In your solution, you have come to this step and you have gotten stuck. You need to go and do this research. Find out.
Hmm.
But there is another way to solve the problem which does not
Yes, sir.
involve
Please share.
Jensen's. So
Okay.
we will say we will use cosine rule and we will use some substitution. So for example,
Sir,
let's
can I
call,
rejoin, sir?
yeah, sure. Let's call three new variables. X is s minus a, y is s minus b, and z is s minus c. Okay.
Yes.
So if you take these three variables, let's try to simplify 1 by 5 minus 4 cos alpha. Okay. So let's first simplify it in terms of A, B, and C. So let's say alpha is the angle opposite to A. Okay. This angle is alpha, let's say. And therefore, this will be B and C, let's say. So what will be cos alpha? According to cosine rule is what? B square plus C square minus A square by 2BC, right?
2BC. Yes.
So 4 cos alpha will be basically 2 times B square plus C square minus A square by BC, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So
Yes.
let's evaluate what will come. 5 minus 4 cos alpha. 5 minus 4 cos alpha is becoming 5 minus 2 times this
Yes, sir.
by BC. So
BC,
this
yes,
is
sir.
becoming 5BC minus 2 times B square plus C square minus A square, and
Yes,
BC
sir.
goes on top, right?
Yes, sir.
So this expression will become
BC
BC
upon
by
5BC,
5BC minus
2B
2
square.
times this thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now, if you have done the derivation of half angles in SL only half angle formulas अगर तुमने देखे हैं sin a
हाँ,
by
yes,
2
sir.
cos a by 2
Cos A
ऐसे
by
वाले
2. Yes,
so
sir.
you know that this can be simplified in that way by saying
हाँ.
b square plus c square minus a square.
Hmm.
What can we do in terms of I want it in terms of s minus a and stuff. Okay.
So, sir, we
So
can like divide by BC and there also divide by BC, and then we can use the cos A, so we can convert it into cos
नहीं
A
वहीं
by
से
2
तो
and
आया
sin A by 2.
हाँ वहीं से आया है ना ये
Hmm.
फिर से वही चीज नहीं करेंगे what I will say is let's think of what is s minus b s minus c right so what is this s square minus s common b plus c plus bc
Plus
right
S. Yes, sir.
so s square okay so what I need here is okay I got it what I have to do so you don't have to do it like this 1 second. See, there is a 5BC, no? That is the good part here. 5BC can always be broken into BC and 4BC,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
You'll get 4BC minus what?
Okay. 2B square
Minus,
plus 2C square.
right, 2B square minus 2C
Okay.
square and
Now
plus
we get
2A
a whole
square.
square. Yes, sir. फिर whole square बन जाएगा.
Can you see? Can everyone see what is happening?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So you'll get a BC by BC plus this part becomes, we can keep it as it is for now, 2A square. And we can do a minus
Of 2B square plus 2C square.
2 times b minus
B
c whole
square.
square.
Yes, sir.
Is everyone understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So now you can say this is BC by BC plus 2 common and it is difference of squares.
Hmm.
So if it is difference of squares,
So A
you'll
plus B and
get
A minus B.
you'll get
Acha,
this.
then we can relate it to 2S minus 2C and 2S minus
Right.
2B. Okay.
Is everyone following what is happening so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We have gotten till here. We are just trying to simplify our initial thing. So we have gotten here, and now anyone who has done any SL-only derivations knows that this is 2s minus 2c,
2S minus 2C
and
and
this is
2S
2s
minus
minus
2B.
2b.
Yes,
So you'll
sir.
Yeah.
get 4 outside. So you'll get
Hmm.
BC by BC plus 8 times S minus B, S minus C,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Now we will use these substitutions, which are useful many times in inequalities. So you should
Okay.
know that we can try this sometimes,
Okay,
because
sir.
here it will make it a little simpler. Everything will become simpler.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So B from here, if you think of Z plus X, right?
Okay. 2s minus c minus a.
Z plus X is what? C? 2S minus A minus
Minus
C,
c
right?
minus a. Yes, sir.
What is 2S?
A plus b plus c. So it would be only b. Yeah, it would be b.
Yeah.
And similarly, X plus Y if you do.
So it will be c.
X plus
Ah.
Y will become C,
C.
right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So the top part B and C can be written as Z plus
Okay, it's
X,
z plus x into x plus y upon.
and here also there is a Z plus X, X plus Y,
Yes, sir.
and there is a plus 8 times
X
Y
minus b.
and Z,
Yeah. 8yz
plus
plus 8yz.
8YZ, right?
Yes, sir.
So we are getting a term like this, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now we have to think, we have 3 terms like this. There will be symmetry, so you can actually write all the 3 terms if you want,
Hmm.
right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now we have to think of, okay, what will we do in the next step? So,
Yes, sir. पहले इतना स्टेप के लिए भी सोचना पड़ेगा सर.
हाँ, सोचना तो पड़ेगा ही ना, सोचने के लिए ही ये प्रॉब्लम दिया गया है.
Sir.
We have so far 1 by 5 minus 4 cos alpha
Plus.
is equal to Z plus X, X plus Y divided by Z plus X, X plus Y plus 8YZ. Now, 1 second. Let me think. X plus So the question is asking us somehow to get 1 by 5 minus 4 cos alpha plus 1 by 5 minus 4 cos beta plus 1 by 5 minus 4 cos gamma is greater than equal to 1, right?
Yes.
So I need to prove that this part is greater than some fraction in terms of x and y and z, right? And when you add all the fractions, it becomes greater than 1,
Yes, sir.
right? I need
Yes,
to
sir.
show that this is greater than some fraction in terms of x, y, and z, right?
Yes, sir.
So we have to now think of what would be an appropriate thing to try to prove here. So, if it was something like this, it would have been nice.
Yeah, then it will be 1.
This is the type of thing that usually happens.
Okay.
Each of them is greater than this, then we can prove that the overall sum is greater than 1.
Okay.
So here we have to think of how we would go about proving whether this also works or not. We have to see. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the motivation for it.
Sir, C and D doesn't work for inequalities, right?
What? No.
C and D.
No, no. No, it
Um,
works, but you don't have to be. No, it doesn't. I don't know about inequalities. You can't do that.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I feel like this might work, but I'm not sure. Let me just check once. Z plus x plus y, by z plus x plus y, plus 8yz. Let's try it.
Okay, sir.
X
Hmm.
plus y plus z.
Hmm.
So if I cross multiply, I will get x plus y plus z times z plus x plus y
X plus Y.
is greater than x into z plus x plus y
बट सर
plus
आपको साइन भी
8xyz.
नहीं पता ना सर कि x प्लस वाई प्लस जेड किसका है.
All of it is positive. These are things in a triangle.
अच्छा हाँ,
yeah.
फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट, सॉरी
X
सर,
is
सॉरी.
s minus a and all. It's all
But these
positive.
हाँ
are
यस सर,
side.
यस सर,
These are side lengths, no? इसमें कुछ नहीं
यस
doubt
Yes.
है.
सर. हाँ सॉरी सर.
So I'm just checking whether it works. Or if it works like this, it's over.
हम्म.
If I can prove that this is bigger than this. So we
ओके.
are
Yeah.
just checking right now. We are getting this expression and 8xyz is coming. So let's bring everything to one side. So you can take these two common between these two
यस सर.
and you will get y plus z will come, right?
यस सर.
So it is becoming symmetrical
हाँ.
minus 8xyz.
8 y 6, यस सर, इज ग्रेटर इक्वल टू 0.
I have to see whether it works or not, right? So now this is, I think, doable. This is obvious actually by A and G.
Yeah.
Why? Because each of these is greater than root of yz by 2, right?
सर आपकी एमजीएम की प्ले है या कोई वीडियो?
हाँ एमजीएम तो है ही, चैनल पे है, देख लेना,
ठीक
ढूंढ
है सर,
लेना.
देख लूंगा. नहीं पता ना सर ये क्या है.
ये पता नहीं है तुमको एमजीएम?
नहीं, एमजीएम नहीं पता सर.
This is the inequality. You need to go and search ANGM and all. These are basic things. You need to know it. Okay.
ओके सर.
So, by the way, y plus z will be greater than 2 root yz, right? Everyone sees that, right?
हाँ यस सर.
Yeah.
Because of ANGM and because by just, if you don't know ANGM, just see if you can bring it like this and bring it to one side, it will be root x minus root y whole square.
हाँ यस सर.
So it will be obviously greater than 0.
ग्रेटर देन 0.
This is greater than 0, so this is greater than this, so this is greater than
Yeah.
this, right?
ओके.
So we are getting y plus z is greater than this, and this. So you're getting product will be greater than 8 times. You can see when the roots multiply, it becomes x, y, z.
एक्स वाई जी
So we are getting 8xy. This part is greater than equal to
ग्रेटर देन
8xyz.
8. हाँ.
So technically now you'll have to reverse all the steps and start from here and go back and say that this is greater than this.
अच्छा. ओके, देन वी कैन पुट इन द इक्वेशन. या.
Then you have proved that this is greater than x by x plus y plus z.
हाँ.
And
Then
then it
similarly
is
for
Similarly for y and z, then we can prove that it greater or equal to 1.
so this is without the HM AM inequality. But I think your solution is better because it has direct what you did. Do you understand what I'm saying? HM AM.
yes, but we just need to know that Jensen's
हाँ,
inequality.
so HM AM, but at the end you have to do Jensen's.
AM greater than.
हाँ मैं बार बार उल्टा
am
बोल रहा हूँ.
greater नहीं पता भाई मुझे.
हाँ मैं गलत बोल रहा हूँ. AM greater than equal to HM followed by Jensen's. That is definitely better because in this solution that we just now did, it is not very obvious how to guess the
How to
right
see
function.
that x plus y plus z stuff.
Last step is not
The last.
obvious.
Yes.
So that method is slightly more hard. Anyway,
Yeah.
find out those who don't know, find out these things on my
Yes, sir.
channel. There is a video for this. There are several videos for this, I think, if you search.
Okay, sir.
Okay, next question is which one?
Mm, the question
87,
91.
91.
But sir, before that,
एक्चुअली
90 log 1.
एक्चुअली 87 मतलब मैंने आधा किया था, फिर उसके बाद स्टक हो गया था, बट मुझे लग रहा था कि मैं कर लूंगा, बट हुआ नहीं.
Okay, I'll give
तो
you a
मे बी
little bit of a hint. You need to
या
try that accordingly.
Okay, sir.
87, I will not do the full thing. I'll show you a little bit. So triangle ABC is there, and they have given pi by 7 is less than A, less than equal to B, less than equal to C, less than 5 pi by 7. And you have to prove that sine of 7A by 4 minus sine of 7B by 4 plus sine of 7C by 4
Hmm.
is greater than cos of 7A by 4
7a by 4 minus cos of
minus
7b
cos
by
of
4
7B by 4.
plus cos of 7c by 4.
Right. So the first step here is to think about these as new variables.
Okay.
या
You should take x, y, z as these
यस
अच्छा,
because
okay.
otherwise it will be annoying to do anything.
Okay, sir.
यहाँ से फिर उसको मैंने फिर बॉन्ड कर दिया, मतलब उसका
मैं
बॉन्ड
हाँ, फिर
एक्स वाई जेड
मैनिपुलेट
का.
कर सकते हैं.
ये करने के बाद you can change the inequality a little bit and write in terms of
यस
x, y, z
यस
हाँ, yes sir, yes sir.
हाँ
because we
फिर
can
हो जाएगा.
multiply 7 by 4
तो
everywhere.
हाँ.
हाँ
So you will get pi by 4 is less
Is
than
greater than
x,
x.
less
Is
than
great.
equal to y,
Y is less than equal to z. Is
less
less than
than 5
5
pi by
pi by
35
4.
4.
pi by 4.
So the inequality has changed and is now in terms of x, y, z.
हाँ.
And we have to show that sin x minus sin y plus sin z is greater than cos x
Okay.
minus cos y plus cos z,
Hmm.
right?
हम्म
So we will rewrite everything. Whenever there are things like this, it is a good idea to bring everything to one side.
Okay, sir.
So you will get, you have to prove sin x minus cos x minus sin y minus cos y plus sin z minus cos z greater than 0. This is what we have to prove, right? Is
यस
it clear, everyone?
या
Yes, sir.
These expressions can be written nicely in terms of with a 1 by root 2 change, right?
Hmm.
If you
या
want, you can multiply and divide by root
1
2
by root 2. Yes, sir.
यस
and you will get 1 by root 2. No, you'll get a root 2 outside and a sine of x minus pi by 4
Hmm.
and minus root 2
Minus
outside
root 2
sine of y
sine of
minus
x
pi by
pi
4
by 4.
and a plus root 2 outside sine of z minus pi by 4
Pi by 4.
is greater than 0. We still have to prove it. We have not
Yeah, we can.
assumed it.
Okay, sir.
So obviously now you can take root 2, cancel that because that doesn't affect the inequality. So our job is to prove this minus this plus this is greater than 0. And now I would recommend take another 3 variables.
Oh my goodness.
That is
Okay,
what?
so
X minus
that
pi
is
by
x
4,
minus pi by 4. Yeah.
y minus pi by
Sine
4,
sine u minus sine v plus sine w.
and try from here onwards.
Yeah.
You will see that u plus v plus w is what? X plus y
X
plus
plus y
z
plus z
minus
minus
3 pi
3
by
pi
4,
by 4.
right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, x plus y plus z minus 3 pi by 4 will be, see, all of them are
7a
greater
plus
than
3a
pi by
plus
हाँ,
4. So it is
greater
greater
than
than
pi by
0.
4. हाँ, तो मतलब
It is greater than 0, no? U plus v
हाँ,
plus
तो
w.
वही
Yes.
पॉजिटिव रहेगा
Yeah.
फिर.
And
Yeah.
also it is less than 5
Less
pi
than
by
5 pi
4.
by 4. Yes, sir.
So we can say 5 pi by 4, 5 pi by 4, 15 minus 3 pi by 4. So 3 pi, right?
3 pi.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So you can say if you think about it, that you'll get something like this: 0 is less than u, less than v, less than w, less than equal to pi.
Hmm.
After doing some shifts, you will realize this,
Hmm.
Yes.
right? So
Hmm.
now think
Yes,
of
sir.
making it a triangle with three sides, three angles u, v, w, and trying
Yeah.
it out. So I'm not going to finish it. You can try it later, whatever is left.
Okay.
Let's go ahead. Someone was
90.
saying question 90.
Yep.
Okay.
Sir, I don't understand how to open that GIF. Like
Solve
in the
in real
second part.
numbers.
I will also not got this one.
Tan of pi x is equal to GIF of log of pi power x minus GIF of log of GIF of pi power x. Right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So before we do anything here, by the way, this is Moscow Math Olympiad 2020.
Oh my God.
So it is like a RMO for their country, or I don't know what the level is, but this is an actual question. So uh, let's think about it. The question has also said that the logarithm is base 10,
Huh.
Hmm.
right? Now, okay, so as we discussed in our initial classes, what is the first thing you should think of when you have weird equations?
The
Simplify.
range and domain.
You should think of the domain or
Domain.
the
Okay.
values of x for which it is defined,
Hmm.
for which the equation makes sense, right?
तो मतलब
Yeah.
pi की power x greater than 0. तो एक
First of
smart way
all,
thinking.
here what can we say?
Hmm.
X should not be half,
हाँ.
x
Yes,
should
sir.
not
X
be
should
3
not be
by
half.
2, 5
मतलब an
by
odd
2,
multiple of pi by 2. X should not be.
right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
These values are not allowed, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, let's look at the other side. So first of all, uh, pi power x is fine. It is always positive. So the log will be defined, right?
हाँ तो वही मतलब
Hmm.
x. Yes, sir.
So here there is no issue.
Hmm.
In the first log, there is no issue, right?
Yeah.
Why? Because pi power x is always positive, right?
Hmm.
Hmm.
And for log to be defined, we needed what? We needed the base
A.
and everything to be positive
So
Positive.
yes,
and
sir.
base
B is
not
greater.
equal
A
to
is
1.
1. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
But a is not equal to 1.
हाँ वही.
So anyway, here the base is 10, so we don't need to worry about the base,
Yeah.
right? So
Hmm.
we only need to make sure that b is greater than 0, but that is already
And
true here.
sir x is
Yeah.
also greater than 0.
Why?
सर क्योंकि जो नेक्स्ट वाला देखेंगे उसमें पाई बाय एक्स का वो है ना GIF.
हाँ, अभी नेक्स्ट वाला देखे नहीं है ना, अभी इसमें
अच्छा
में बताओ.
ओके. हाँ सर इसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
Now we have to think here, right? We need to
Hmm.
Yeah.
ensure that this GIF is greater than 0.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
That is the definition of log, right?
Hmm.
Yes.
So for that to happen, pi power x should be greater than 1,
हाँ.
Yes.
right?
Hmm.
So now you have to think कि when is the pi power x going to be greater than 1 or not, right?
Yes, sir.
So basically, if you think that pi power x is between two powers of 10, let's say 10 power n and 10 power n plus
And
1,
yes, sir.
then log of pi power x in that case, right?
Yes, sir.
Log of pi power x ka GIF in that case, right?
Yes, sir.
Would have been between n and n plus 1. So the
Hmm.
GIF would have been n, right?
Hmm.
Correct?
Yes,
Hmm.
sir.
Yes.
But here only if I do GIF here, right?
Hmm.
GIF of this,
Hmm.
right? So let's think about it. Uh, 10 power n.
सर एक बार ये 10 पावर n वाला समझा सकते हैं आप?
No, because log 10 है ना, तो 10 power n होना चाहिए ना, 10 power n to 10 power n plus 1. Those are the
अच्छा,
two
हाँ हाँ,
successive integer values,
या बीच में
right?
के लाई करता है, या
No, so I'm saying is that when you take log 10 of something, it will give n when it is 10 power n, and it will give n plus 1 when it is 10 power n
10
plus
पावर
1,
n
right?
प्लस वन, यस सर।
So what we have to think now is the GIF of pi power x, right?
हम्म,
So, okay, so let's assume, we have assumed that pi power x lies between this, right?
यस सर।
That's why you are saying that this is equal to n,
n,
correct?
यस सर।
Yes.
Okay, so now when I do GIF of this is also an integer. GIF of all three you do, we still get 10 power n is less than equal to GIF of pi power x less than equal to GIF of this, right?
यस सर।
We are getting this for sure, no?
यस सर।
Hmm.
There is no doubt in this, hopefully.
नो।
No.
So that will tell us that this GIF doesn't affect us much. Whatever is the value of pi power x, it will be
Yeah.
between 10 power n and 10 power n plus 1, right?
हम्म,
Hmm.
So again, this will be between what? N and n
एन
plus
एन
1.
प्लस वन,
N plus 1.
Something in between, right?
हाँ,
So the GIF of that would be what? N only, no?
यस सर। मतलब अगर
Yes.
n प्लस वन हुआ तो n प्लस वन हो जाएगा, वरना n होगा।
Hmm.
We are not saying it is n plus 1. We are saying it is strict inequality,
हाँ, तब हो गया।
right?
Yes.
We are not going to make it equality
Then
on
it
both
is,
sides.
yeah.
हाँ, वरना कंफ्यूजिंग हो जाएगा। यस सर, n होगा फिर।
So यहाँ से तो n ही आएगा यहाँ पे,
हाँ।
Hmm.
और ये तो n आ ही रहा है हमारे assumption से.
ओ माय
हाँ.
गॉड।
तो ये क्या हो रहा है? ये राइट हैंड
So,
साइड
लोड।
जीरो है.
yeah.
Do you understand for any x such
Yes.
that
Yes.
pi power x lies between two powers of n, right?
हाँ, यस सर, ये मेन था आई गेस, जो सोचना था।
Right.
ओके।
We also have the condition that pi power x should be greater than 1, so x is greater than equal to
ग्रेटर
0,
देन जीरो, हाँ यस सर, ये तो था, ये तो
right?
डन था।
So basically, for pi power x greater than 1, right hand side is 0 always, right?
हाँ
So now, if the right hand side is 0,
हाँ, तो
left hand
पाई एक्स।
side, all non-negative integers, right?
हाँ
Anytime tan is going to be 0 is going to happen at those pi type values, right?
हाँ,
Hmm.
Pi,
यस
2
सर।
pi, 3 pi, 4 pi.
तो
Yes.
कोई भी इंटीजर नॉन नेगेटिव होल नेचुरल, एक्स इज इक्वल
X
टू
can
नेचुरल,
be basically
N pi.
1,
टू
2,
थ्री
3, and
नेचुरल
so
नंबर।
on.
हाँ
So basically, you have to think of the domain, you have to think of what are the values of x that define it. From there, we get that x should be greater than equal to 0, right?
ओके।
And after that, you have to think of, okay, let's take some random value of pi power x.
हम्म
We have to consider the values between two powers of 10, then only the GIF makes sense.
हम्म
Because log base 10 will take integer values between two successive powers of 10, right?
हम्म
Yes.
And after that, when you think about it carefully, you will realize that both will be same only. You could have
Hmm.
realized this by also thinking that let's take pi power x as 27, for example.
ओके।
A random number I have picked, right?
हम्म
Log 10 27 would be something between 1 point something, right?
यस सर।
Hmm.
उसका
वन पॉइंट
GIF आता 1,
वन, इसका भी वन आता।
और इसमें 27 का GIF तो 27 ही है.
तो हाँ, तो इसका भी वन आ
हाँ.
जाता।
तो 0 हो रहा है ना. कोई
हाँ
भी वैल्यू तुम देखते तो हो जाता.
हाँ।
If you had picked 2 3 values, you would
Okay.
have
Yes.
realized it.
या ये देखा नहीं,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
हमने गलती से खोल
वो
दिया इन
मतलब
दोनों
अगर
को।
फ्रैक्शनल
हाँ,
पार्ट करके भी लेते तो भी वो
फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट करके
जीआईएफ
हमने
से वो
गलती कर दी।
हाँ नहीं वो फिर
You
जीआईएफ
would
लेंगे
have
तो फिर
realized
तो वो
also that pi
नेचुरल
power
नंबर ही
x
हो जाएगा
minus
ना.
fractional part of pi power x
इज
doesn't
जी
affect
आई है।
much
हाँ, क्योंकि जीरो
because it
से
is
वन के
log
बीच में ही
base
है।
10.
हाँ
यस.
It doesn't change much. So,
यस सर।
या
or by looking at some numbers, you could also have gotten the hint.
हम्म
Okay. What is the next one?
नेक्स्ट वन 91 का, बस आप बता दीजिए उसमें लाइक नॉर्मल लगेगा ना ग्रुपिंग से?
1 second. 91 is a nice tricky one. I will show you. It is very small but nice trick. So angles of a triangle are alpha, beta, gamma,
हम्म
and they satisfy the inequality sine alpha is greater than cos beta, sine beta is greater than cos gamma,
यस सर.
and sine gamma is greater than cos alpha. And you have to prove that the triangle is acute.
हम्म
By the way, for students who are still here, the other students who have not yet tried the questions, it's fine. Today is the first class, so you might feel like you are left out, but you need to try the worksheet. Once you try it, you will also be able to participate. Okay? I'm talking to you, Saurav and Gitesh. The worksheets are in the group. Okay? You should find it on the group. Try these questions. The next class, I expect you guys to also participate. Okay? If you are struggling with something, you can message me. The solution for all your problems is usually SL loaning. But it would be better if you go through the videos that we have discussed. If you go through the videos that we have done so far, the 8 videos, everything should be fine for you. Saurav, are you understanding what I'm saying? Okay. So don't feel like you can't participate in the class and all. Just do the work that is required. After that, you will also be able to participate. And right now, just think about the questions and try to understand what we are discussing. Okay, so here we have a triangle with angles alpha, beta, gamma, and these things are
हम्म
given to us.
हम्म
And we have to prove that the triangle is acute.
सर, मैं बताऊँ
Hmm.
मैंने क्या किया?
Hmm.
तो मैंने मतलब वही साइन अल्फा प्लस साइन बीटा प्लस साइन गामा इज ग्रेटर देन कॉस अल्फा प्लस कॉस बीटा प्लस कॉस गामा कर दिया.
Okay.
एंड सर फिर मैंने ये मैंने फिर ये इसको ना रीअरेंज करके मैंने ये लिख दिया. फोर फोर
Hmm.
कॉस अल्फा बाई टू कॉस बीटा बाई टू कॉस गामा बाई टू इज
Hmm.
ग्रेटर देन फोर साइन बाई सो फोर साइन अल्फा बाई टू साइन बीटा बाई टू साइन गामा बाई टू प्लस वन.
Okay.
उसके बाद से नहीं पता सर, उसके बाद क्या करूँ, इतने पर अटक गया.
So that's not the correct way to do it. That's why it is not likely that you'll get the solution like that.
ओके सर.
So, what
Yes,
are the
sir.
common proof techniques that you guys know about? Tell me. What are proof techniques that you know about? Methods of proving things.
Contradiction.
ऑब्जर्वेशन.
Observation is not a proof, no. Observation is a hint.
Contradiction.
हाँ, कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन हो सकता है.
Proof. There are two major techniques. One is contradiction, one is mathematical
Construction.
induction.
Oh
ओह,
yeah.
So
ए
mathematical
एंड के प्लस वन
induction,
वाला.
mathematical induction is not applicable here because it's not
Hmm.
in a relation on integers, right?
या सर.
So we can
Sir,
think
also
of
there is a
contradiction. Also,
uh,
क्या?
construction proof. Like we can construct something, then prove
In
something.
हाँ,
geometry you can do
ज्योमेट्री.
things like that, but
Hmm.
this is a nice way to prove things, and
Hmm.
here we will use that. So
Yeah.
what can we assume here? We have to prove that the triangle is acute. What should we assume?
दैट लेट्स इट्स नॉट acute.
It is acute.
इट्स
No,
obtuse or right
I
assume
angle.
mean,
that the triangle
obtuse.
is not acute, right?
हाँ.
Yeah.
So if it is not acute, then at least one angle will be
अच्छा,
Greater
इन
than
द.
equal to 90.
हाँ, ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 90.
okay. So it is our choice totally which angle we call that, right?
सर गामा.
Right. So we'll assume without loss of generality. That is what this means.
सर ये
So
प्रूविंग में आता है, लिखते हैं.
हाँ, ये लिखना पड़ेगा ना. तुमने assume किया है ना कि gamma is greater than equal to 90.
अच्छा.
मतलब this is saying basically that this doesn't lead to any mistake in our proof because
ओके
we
ओके.
can assume any one angle to be greater, right?
Hmm.
It could have been alpha also, could have been beta also, right?
Hmm.
We are choosing gamma, right?
Hmm.
So we are basically writing this to make sure that we don't have to do the same thing again for alpha and beta.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So this doesn't lose the generality of our proof, right?
Yeah.
ये पहली बार देख रहे हो क्या?
Yes, sir.
So you have to write this if you are making an assumption, because it tells you that it could have been done for alpha or beta also, right? We are not going to do those cases.
Okay.
So we are saying that let's assume that gamma is greater than equal to 90, which implies that alpha plus beta will be less than equal to
Less
90.
than 90. Less than equal to 90.
Great. So now we know that alpha and beta are acute, right? Okay. So if alpha and beta are acute, we can say 0 is less than beta is less than equal to 90 minus alpha. What have I done? I have written
Sir,
alpha plus beta less than equal to 90 only here,
90. So
right?
by
And this is
0
less
से
than
beta.
90, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding this inequality?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we can say from here, we can say cos of beta will be, because cos is a decreasing function. Everyone knows that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
By decreasing, I mean smaller angles have larger values, right?
Yeah.
So cos beta should be greater than equal to cos 90 minus alpha, right?
Yes.
And that should be equal to sine alpha, that is obviously.
Oh. Yes, sir.
So we are getting from
Cos
here,
beta.
it implies that cos beta is greater than equal to
90
sine
minus
alpha,
sin alpha.
Which,
Yeah.
which is
Contradict हो
what?
गया ना, हमने अलग चीज ली थी.
yes.
Which is an obvious contradiction of this inequality.
हाँ, तो फिर खत्म.
So that means our assumption here is wrong.
So it's acute.
So the triangle is acute.
Wow. ये तो सोचा ही नहीं था.
So जो सोचा इसलिए नहीं था क्योंकि तुमने प्रूफ मेथड ही नहीं देखा ना ये वाला.
नहीं, कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन का तो देखा था, रूट टू प्रूफ
नहीं
करने वाला.
देखा मतलब इस प्रॉब्लम में नहीं ट्राई किया.
हाँ, ऐसे में नहीं ट्राई किया था.
इस प्रॉब्लम में if you had made the assumption, then you could have thought of these steps.
Yes.
It's not very difficult steps.
No.
We have said one angle is bigger, so the other two are smaller. And so thinking of those two angles, we can say that the cos of this will be bigger than cos of this. So cos of this will be bigger than sine of this. But we are getting what here? We are getting a
Opposite.
direct
Cos
contradiction.
beta. Yeah.
So that is the proof, and this is Moscow Math Olympiad 2010.
Wow.
So again, this is not some random question,
Not so hard. Like,
and not so hard. So it is like an RMO type question, I think.
Topper
yeah,
भाई.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, actually not maths, Moscow Math. It is all Russian Maths Olympiad 2010.
Oh my goodness. So it's INMO level.
I don't know. I don't know how they work, but yeah, whatever. But the idea is doable. Just
Yeah.
you have to have an experience. What you need is experience that, okay, I can try this, I can try this, I can try
Yeah.
this. If you don't have experience, then you will just do sine alpha plus sine beta plus sine gamma.
वही तो किया.
तो वो experience नहीं है, इसीलिए उसके बाद और कुछ सोच नहीं पा रहे हो, right? So the reason we are doing all these problems is for you to see, okay, this problem was done like that, this problem is done like this. That is the patterns that you need to get used to and familiar with, because every problem that we are solving, ultimately the solution is not super difficult or anything. It's about the ideas, and that's why
How we approach.
doing each of them is important. And at least like when you are doing it, don't do it in a place where you can never look at it later. Do you understand what I'm saying?
ऐसा notebook में करते
Yes.
हैं.
जो भी notebook में कर रहे हो, make sure that you maintain it properly so that
Yes, sir.
you can have like a hint. You can look at the problem later and realize, okay, this was done like this. It should
सर
not
एक
be done in a way that कि कर लिए और फिर 6 महीने के बाद सब भूल गए.
ओके सर.
See, your exam is 9 months later, RMO and all. So
हम्म.
Yeah.
from now to 9 months, there will be 500,000, 1,500 problems that we'll do.
Yes.
So those problems should not be lost.
Mm.
If you guys remember 70 to 80% of what we discuss in class over the next 8 months, you will easily clear the exams. But
Mm.
if you forget
सर
everything, then it
हाँ
is going to be difficult.
सर एक डाउट है सर.
Hmm.
सर ये हार्ड प्रॉब्लम्स को अप्रोच कैसे करते हैं सर? कभी कभी सर लगता है कि नहीं हो पाएगा. लाइक सर जब मैंने शीट 6 देखी थी,
Hmm.
सर लग रहा था कि नहीं होगा सर कुछ. फिर आपने
नहीं,
कहा था कि लाइक
बहुत सारे
15
क्वेश्चंस
चैप्टर.
है डूएबल.
हाँ 15 चैप्टर कर लो.
हाँ.
तो उसके करने के बाद तो थोड़े थोड़े हो रहे थे. लेकिन सर वही है ना कि थोड़ा वो लगने लगता है कि इसको अप्रोच कैसे करें, क्योंकि मोटिवेशन नहीं मिलता सर कोई भी क्वेश्चन का लाइक करने का.
हाँ, तो अप्रोच कैसे कर, शुरू में लगेगा ऐसा, बट इफ यू गो टिल प्रॉब्लम 107, इफ यू गो टिल द एंड ऑफ द शीट, यू विल डिस्कवर देयर आर इजी वंस.
हाँ सर जैसे
Yeah.
100 2 3 4 ये सब इजी है.
हाँ, तो देयर आर सम इजी वंस, you find those. If
Mm.
you are stuck on something, move on, try again after one day. It
हम्म.
is not necessary that you will get the answer in the half an hour or 20 minutes,
हम्म.
Yeah.
and don't expect it.
इसमें तो कोचिंग में बैठ के कर रहा था सर. सर भी डांट रहे
हाँ,
थे.
the thing is, your expectations have to be realistic.
ओके सर.
Mm.
What is a realistic expectation? This is not JE prep. JE prep में everything is doable in 20 minutes.
हम्म.
Mm.
Any JE question is doable in 15, 20 minutes. That's the
हम्म.
max.
हम्म.
Mm.
This is Maths Olympiad. You are going to get half an hour, 1 hour, 1.5 hours per question.
यस
So
सर.
Yeah.
it's not likely that every question you see is going to happen. They may not happen for weeks, or
Yeah.
maybe you can never solve some questions. Like I can also not solve some questions. It's not
हम्म.
possible.
हम्म.
It's not in your capacity.
हम्म.
So it's okay, and you have to accept it and you have to move on. But the questions that I am giving you are not like those.
Mm.
I have not given you questions randomly कि ये कर लो वो कर लो. So these are doable ones. Some of them are harder, which will challenge you, but these are all doable after a little bit of experience. Maybe not right now for you because you're just starting out,
Mm.
but over time it will become doable. So you have to, if it is not happening, mark it and keep it. Think about it later. Maybe think about it 2 3 times, 2 3 different days. But
Mm.
it is not something to lose heart over or feel like मेरे से नहीं होगा. नहीं होगा. That's normal. Maths Olympiad problem सबसे होते नहीं हैं. The not natural state is नहीं होगा.
हम्म.
अगर हो गया तो खुशी होनी चाहिए.
हम्म.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
यस सर.
Yes, sir.
So don't expect that हो जाएगा, but you have to try as much as you can. The attitude has been to try, has to be that I will try as much as I can, and maybe if I get it, it will be awesome.
हम्म.
And don't expect it like that. To manage your expectations, you are just starting out your prep with a lot of
Mm.
experience. I have been teaching for several years, and I had prepared for all of this so many years. Say, I also cannot solve so many problems. It's not like मेरे से भी नहीं हो रहा है बहुत सारा. तो इसका मतलब क्या है? Mathematicians who design the paper, if they give it to other mathematicians, उनसे भी नहीं होता है.
हम्म.
There are stories of a problem 1988. There is
लेजेंडरी
a
प्रॉब्लम
fa-
6.
there is a
हाँ.
famous problem,
ए
problem
स्क्वायर प्लस
6.
बी स्क्वायर अपॉन ए टू ए बी.
So
उससे
that
भी देखा.
problem, when they gave the person who proposed the problem gave it to the Olympiad committee, which was 6 mathematicians who
हाँ.
have done this for so many years. Out of those 6, none of them could do it.
यस सर.
None of them could do that. 6 mathematicians worked for several hours. They could not do it. And then in the exam, 3 students solved it.
टेरेंस टाउ एंड
Uh,
वन
so,
मोर.
so the point is that there are people who can do it, but it is not likely that you can do everything, right? So You have to understand your limits and you have to not be disheartened by not being able to do a problem. That's the normal state of affairs. What
Yes
you
sir.
have to try is to improve, right?
Sure sir.
हम्म
मेरे से
सर
भी नहीं
मतलब
होगा बहुत सारा, तुमसे भी नहीं
हाँ
होगा,
मतलब
सबसे नहीं होगा, इट्स
जैसे
फाइन.
कि ये लॉग वाला देखा सर, ट्राई किया नहीं हुआ, फिर नेक्स्ट मूव ऑन किया वो भी नहीं हुआ, तो फिर सर लगा कि नहीं बना है सर मेरे लिए, फिर वही आ रहे थे कि नहीं हो रहा।
लॉग वाला तुमने ट्राई ही कहाँ किया है?
नहीं मैंने किया था सर, मैंने और अनंत अपने साथ में डिस्कस कर
नहीं
रहे
नहीं,
थे।
ट्राई करना होता कि थोड़ा सा नंबर्स लेके ट्राई करते.
अच्छा हाँ। ओके मैंने मतलब अलग पर्सपेक्टिव से नहीं सोचा था।
देखो, ट्राई करने का मतलब होता है कि बेसिक चीज जो तुमने सीखा है, तुमने अपना पूरा एबिलिटी थोड़ा एग्जॉस्ट किया था.
हम्म।
तुमने थोड़ा सा देखा फिर छोड़ दिया.
मतलब हाँ,
हम्म।
5 से 10 मिनट तो देखा बस।
हाँ मतलब बस
5 से 10 मिनट अगर ट्राई करना बोल रहे हो तो उसको तो नहीं काउंट कर रहे हैं.
नहीं नहीं, वो फिर
नहीं।
86 को मैंने लगभग पूरा एक दिन दिया था, तो मुझे दिख नहीं रहा था कैसे क्या करना
ये
है।
ये जेई लेवल ट्राई करना हुआ.
अरे।
5 से 10 मिनट को ट्राई करना नहीं बोलते हैं.
हाँ
अगर
सर।
तुमने 25-30 मिनट स्पेंड किया होता तो ऑटोमेटिकली आइडिया आता है कि थोड़ा नंबर से ट्राई करके देखते हैं क्या हो रहा है.
हम्म
यस सर।
जैसे ही वो देखते तो यू वुड हैव रियलाइज कि राइट हैंड साइड इज ऑलवेज जीरो.
हाँ।
देन द क्वेश्चन वुड हैव बीन डन.
क्या
हम्म।
So even at your level, right now you are new to all this. Even at your level, I don't think you have tried to your utmost.
हम्म।
हम्म
So this is not called trying. This is called looking at it.
ओके।
क्या
If you spend 25-30 minutes and think of 2-3 different ideas, none of it works, then you can say that I have tried.
ओके सर।
And if it still is not solved, it's fine. We will solve it in class. But the point is, you have to see, if you don't try yourself for 20-30 minutes, no, whatever I solve in class, you'll forget in a month.
हम्म
That is guaranteed. लिख के ले लो.
यस
अगर तुमने ट्राई नहीं किया और सारे सॉल्यूशन में बता दिया, तुमको समझ में भी सब आ गया, 1 महीने के बाद वही क्वेश्चन नहीं बनेगा.
हाँ।
ये तो हुआ होगा पहले भी, ये देखे
हाँ
होगे.
पहले।
हाँ
हाँ।
ये ऐसा सबके साथ होता है. इफ यू हैव नॉट पुट इन द एफर्ट, you will not be able to remember the solution even if you have done it before. So that is applicable even at JE level.
हम्म।
So therefore, try yourself and don't give up. And anyway, I have not selected super hard questions except for a few. Some of
हम्म
them are a little tricky, but I have selected questions which are doable. So,
क्या
so
सर
you
एक
have
एक एक
hmm,
क्वेश्चन है।
hmm,
101 का और 102 का आंसर बता दीजिए बस आंसर।
101 or 102. Find angle BAC, find angle CAD.
हम्म।
1 second. Okay, just hold on.
ये सही है सर, नो प्रॉब्लम।
Angle BAC is 140 degrees.
हाँ
Angle CAD 20.
ठीक है सर, सही है।
हम्म. और कौन सा आंसर पता करना?
नहीं और तो सारे 99 और वो सब प्रूविंग के थे। और सर
तो
103 का कितने ट्रायंगल्स हैं बस ये बता दीजिए।
find all triangles such that there is only one triangle, I think.
हाँ ओनली वन
हाँ
ट्रायंगल ना कि
हम्म.
एक 8, एक 7 और एक 9।
तो आई एम नॉट श्योर, करना पड़ेगा, लेकिन
हाँ हाँ
आंसर शायद वन
ठीक है
ही है.
सर, मतलब वही आ रहा है।
Okay, so everyone try the questions in the sheet. Try as much as you can till 107. And next class, I'll try to finish whatever discussion we have. We will come back to trigonometry at a later stage, but right now we will stop trigonometry after problem 107. And
Okay.
basically, problem 108 onwards will be starting geometry.
Okay.
Yeah.
The pure
So,
geometry, right?
so that geometry will cover in around 2 months. It will take at least.
सर कौन
And
सी लाइक बुक कोई रिकमेंड करेंगे क्योंकि अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस कोई भी बुक ज्योमेट्री के लिए
there are many good books for geometry, but you can use. There is a free version available. A beautiful journey through Olympiad geometry.
ओके
This
Is
is
it for
free.
like reading then problem मतलब reading plus problem or just problem?
Everything is there, theory and
Okay.
problems.
मैं तो बस थ्योरी देखनी है एंड सब प्रॉब्लम्स
Problems तो मैं दूंगा ना क्लास में.
हाँ ठीक है
Problems की कमी नहीं होगी तुमको.
हाँ थ्योरी बस
Yeah.
देखनी है वो तो कर लेंगे
So you can use this Stefan Lozanovsky or something, or you can use Ivan Chen's book, but Ivan Chen's book is very hard, so you might not be able to follow it.
ओके
Ivan Chen की book की नाम पता है ना?
हाँ.
उनका साइड भी है देखा था
Euclidean
ब्लॉग
Geometry for Maths Olympiads.
हाँ.
So
यस
after,
सर
but the problem is that after 2-3 chapters, it is slightly hard because it is for IMO. So right now you are not at that level to follow that book. So, Saurav, what are you saying? Approach in geometry volume. I did geometry volume 10. What is volume 10? I don't know what volume 10 is. Or Prashant sir book geometry. Which Prashant sir are you talking about?
आई थिंक इज टॉकिंग अबाउट प्रशांत जैन फ्रॉम अन
Please don't
अकेडमी
follow that. I know about Prashant Jain. Please save yourself from an academy Olympiads. Don't follow all that. What I would say is use Stefan Lozanovsky, use Elena Gregorieva. Method is इसकी कोई किताब हैं जैसे what is the name? Method of solving complex geometry problem. ऐसा कुछ के है शायद. Method of solving complex geometry problems. But you can ignore this also. Actually, just use Stefan Lozanovsky. It is available freely on the net. It is a 130, 140 page book.
ओके
And it has all the theory that you will ever need. Don't follow Prashant Jain textbooks and all. That is not a textbook.
So what about that college geometry?
पीसीएम सीटीपीसीएम
वो सब नहीं जो मैंने वीडियो में बोला था वो
वही.
अच्छा
वो तुम्हारे लेवल की अभी नहीं है. Nathan Anschiller Court and
हाँ.
Roger Johnson. Those two books are slightly advanced. I am studying those books so that I can teach you.
ओके
तुम नहीं पढ़ पाओगे.
हाँ अरे तब तो फिर सर क्या
ठीक है.
बात है
मतलब मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ वो सब बुक्स ताकि I can decide कि what is important and what I can show.
Yes.
You
Yes.
don't need to do it.
and
Yes.
and sir I have a doubt like apart for theory in trigonometry we can just follow SL only right
SL only is enough for trigonometry, and you need to do chapter 15 before you do any geometry.
हाँ yes sir
If you don't know properties of triangles from SL only, there is no chance of doing well in geometry. So chapter 15 of SL only is compulsory.
okay sir
Yes.
And for those who want the textbook and all, the better textbook, if you really want an Indian writer's textbook, what I would say is Vikash Tiwari and T.N. Seshan वाली जो बुक है Pathfinder for Olympiads.
हाँ हाँ सर है अच्छी बुक है
That
लेकिन
is a nice book.
उसमें ट्रिग्नोमेट्री का अलग से नहीं है लेकिन
Trigonometry नहीं होगा.
It will
Pathfinder.
be.
जियोमेट्री बहुत अच्छी है सर उसकी लाइक शुरू के एक्सरसाइजेस टफ है सही है
हाँ,
मतलब
एक्सरसाइजेस करने की जरूरत नहीं है. मैं थियरी के लिए बोल रहा हूँ. You can go through it for theory and some examples.
हम्म
Yeah.
That book is decent and those guys are good. Please
Hmm.
don't read Prashant Jain and all.
हाँ
Okay.
कॉम्बिनेटरिक्स के नाम से
Combinatorics के लिए the only books that you should get are the two books that I mentioned.
हाँ आपने वीडियो में बताया था
दूसरी
हाँ
बुक नहीं, रुशिल माथुर वाली बुक नहीं, फर्स्ट वाली बुक जो
हाँ
प्रिंसिपल्स एंड
रुशिल माथुर
टेक्निक.
इज लाइक एडवांस.
हाँ, रुशिल माथुर वाली book is not for you guys.
Hmm.
Principles and Techniques in Combinatorics is a very good book which you should get. And there is another book also that I had sent in my earlier video 3 years ago.
तो उसकी भी वो
Counting.
भेज दीजिएगा वीडियो
तो चैनल पे है, सबसे ज्यादा व्यूज उसी के हैं.
अच्छा ठीक है
मोस्ट व्यूड वीडियो में वही है, काउंटिंग. वो recommendations for JEE Advanced and Maths Olympiad है, 2-3 साल
हाँ
पहले बनाया था. So
Okay.
counting is the name of the book. It's very simple and very nice book. So that is the easier book,
Hmm.
and Principles and Techniques is the harder book. But even
ओके
if it
सर
is harder, it starts from really basics and all. So
हाँ तो वही
anybody,
मतलब जियोमेट्री के लिए भी लाइक कोई जो बेसिक से चल जाए ये बता दीजिए
वही तो बताया था ना अभी.
वही ना मतलब जो आपने अभी बताया था पहले वही ठीक है
जो अभी बताया था वही बेसिक से है बेस्ट.
ठीक है
A
सर
Beautiful Journey
Yes,
in Olympiad
हाँ
ब्यूटीफुल
Geometry.
जर्नी वाला.
पढ़ लेंगे
हाँ,
सर मतलब पढ़ना था
And
तो वो
chapter
नेक्स्ट
15, so it will
वही
be.
the point is, anyway, I will be covering the theory, whatever is required. So you can use those books for reference, but the point is, don't get worried about how many books I have to do and all.
Hmm.
The point is practicing problems. Books तो सबके
Yes.
पास होती हैं, करता कोई कुछ नहीं है.
Hmm.
ओ,
अभी जो प्रॉब्लम्स जो क्लास में होमवर्क आएगा, प्रॉब्लम्स वो करना है. इफ यू डू द होमवर्क, योर ज्योमेट्री विल बी डन.
हम्म
Is everyone understanding what I'm saying?
यस सर
Hmm.
So after every class, I will be sending 10, 15, 20 questions. If you try those properly, everything will be covered.
ओके
So,
सर
okay, that's all for now. I'll see you guys next time.
थैंक यू सर
Hmm. Bye.
Thank you, sir.